There's a new butcher shop in the Carrollwood area, and they're ready to sizzle up steaks for the 4th of July. They have burgers, chicken, and sausage, but this holiday, we are learning how to grill the perfect steak. Sean and Chris from Southern Steer Butcher Carrollwood are in our Kitchen Saver kitchen to share some grilling tips for us today. So welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, and Sean, I know you've been here before because you have another location, so congrats on the new location there in Carrollwood.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and where's the first one? Remind us.
The first location that we opened up is actually in St. Petersburg in the Tyrone Square area, Tyrone and 66. So we opened our second location about 3 months ago in Carrollwood on Northdale Mabry, just a few miles north of Waters. But that is actually the fourth location that has opened up in Tampa Bay. There's another one in Clearwater and Sarasota. So what we wanted to come here and talk to everybody about was we are going to be running some 4th of July specials coming up soon. But besides just burgers and dogs, we wanted to talk about the beef that we carry at Southern Steer Butcher. So we primarily carry a Creekstone Farms beef, and Creekstone Farms, they're out of Arkansas City, Kansas. They have an incredible beef program, the way that they raise their cattle. 100% Black Angus, super good meat, and they actually won North America's best steak 2 years in a row for their ribeye. So we wanted to come on, and these ribeyes are available at all Southern Steer locations. So we wanted to come on and talk a little bit about, one way to cook these ribeyes for potentially, a 4th of July if it's raining and you're not going to be grilling outside. We wanted to cover how to go over, seasoning and searing our steaks in a cast iron skillet.
I love that. Okay, Chris, are you going to do that for us? You're the newbie here. You're the general manager there at the Carrollwood location.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so show us what we can do with these steaks.
Yeah, so here we have North America's best steak right here. Our ribeye and we're using our private label seasoning on it today.
Okay. What's in this seasoning?
So we're going to have a garlic in there. We have a paprika, some salt, and a few other spices in there.
Okay. Sounds delicious.
And while Chris is seasoning this up, what we do at our shops is we don't really like anything going to waste. So the trim from our steaks, there is a good amount of fat that we do collect over the course of a few days of cutting steaks. And we like to render that down and turn it into beef tallow.
Okay.
And beef tallow is what we like to use to sear our steaks in. So after we grind and render down the fat, we take out all the impurities, and then we portion it up for our customers to buy to put into their cast iron skillets instead of using oils or butters. Is
that what we have here?
Yes.
So that's really one of the best things to do. And now, is it also good to use a iron skillet?
Cast iron skillet is definitely what we recommend. There's a lot of different ways to cook a steak, but if you're not going to be outside, I mean, you could use these on your grill outside. But if you want to do it inside, this is one way to do it.
Okay, let's see what's next.
Well, the most important part is make sure our skillet's nice and hot.
Okay.
Right? We got to have a piping hot skillet. We have it smoking. We have our beef tallow in there already melted down. So the next thing we do, we have nice even seasoning across the entire steak. We're just going to make sure we get it in there with that hot. We hear that sizzle right off the bat.
We hear it.
Beautiful. And then if you have a steak weight, not necessary, but we're going to put a steak weight on there.
Oh, okay.
Make sure we get a nice, flat, even sear across the whole thing.
Okay. Does I mean, some people might think, oh, you're taking the juices out. No.
No.
Okay, got it.
No, when we're searing this steak on this cast iron skillet with the beef tallow, what it's doing is actually creating a crust on that steak to lock the juices inside.
Okay.
Yeah. And one thing that we do recommend too is, when you're coming to buy a nicer steak, it's definitely recommended that you get a thermometer, right? Because nailing your steak temperature, some people go by time. Me, I'm terrible at keeping track of time, so I need a thermometer to actually. I'll show you this right here.
Yeah, I like this little cheat sheet you have here.
Nail your steak temperatures, and these are magnets that we give out at the shop to everybody. You can put them on your fridge, grab an extra one, and throw it on the grill so you have it ready to go.
I love that. Okay, and you sell the thermometers at your shop?
We don't, but we are in the process of bringing thermometers in because what we're finding is a lot of people don't actually have that thermometer at home.
Yeah. Okay, we only have 30 seconds. I want to see what it looks like. You have one that's already done. The magic of television, right? We're going to cut into one real quick.
So we have actually already seasoned and seared the steak up.
Oh, that looks amazing.
And we're going to cut a few pieces off here.
Wow, and that was so easy.
Yeah.
About how long does it take to cook? I know that you want to make sure that you use your thermometer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're really looking at 5 to 6 minutes aside.
Yeah.
It's not
Super
not long.
easy. All right, well, thank you so much. That looks delicious. I'm gonna take a bite during the break, okay?
Sounds great.
So I can read your website. All right, so if you want to check out their locations or order online, you can just head to their website. You see it right there, southernsteer.com.